I've been a member of Toastmasters for about 4 years now. When I first moved to San Francisco, I was literally post-divorce, post-depression, at the lowest point of my life, emotionally, financially, mentally. As a matter of fact, when I moved here, my mom said, so let me get this straight. You have a part-time job at a bookstore, and you moved from the 4th most expensive city in America to the 3rd most expensive city in America. And I was like, yeah, that's what I did. And when I did that, I knew what I wanted to do. I actually have attention deficit hyperactive disorder. And in my research of that particular condition, I call it a lifestyle, I realized that one of the ways that you can be successful with ADHD is to find out everything that you hyper-focus on. And hyper-focus is things that you love so much you do it really, really hard. And when I looked at my list, and I wrote it in the back of a book, it turns out that being a professional speaker, trainer, coach was perfect for that. And I said, this is what I want to do. But when I moved to San Francisco, I knew exactly one person. But what I did have was some background information. You see, my mother was a Toast mistress in the 1970s. This great organization that that we're members of or trying to become members of now used to be a sexist organization. And the master part of Toastmasters was for men only. So she was a member of Toast mistress. And I was like, oh yeah, they have this Toastmasters thing. So let me go find out about this Toastmasters thing. I mean, it fits me. I want to be a speaker. I want to learn more about speaking. So I came to find out more about speaking. Now, recently I was asked to be ran for president here at San Francisco Toastmasters. And I asked myself, okay, what do I want to do for the next 6 months here at San Francisco Toastmasters? And as I told you before, I thought of the Leadership Challenge, my favorite book on leadership. And they have 4 major principles in here. And one of the major principles is inspire a shared vision. And I thought, that's exactly what I need to do for this next 6 months. What type of inspired shared vision can I have with everyone? So first I thought about the officers. Those who will be officers, can you please stand up, the current officers, just with San Francisco Toastmasters? Stand up for a second. So for each of them, I said, what kind of shared vision can I have with them? They're all doing different things. They're all awesome in their own way. You have experience. You have youth and energy. You have vibrancy. You have immediate past experience. You have people who are hungry to do things. But I thought, what is something that we can all share? The one thing I thought that we can all share is service. It's service leadership. See, my definition of leadership, no, don't sit down. My definition of leadership is not, I am the president. As a matter of fact, I give everyone permission. If you ever hear me say my club, I want you to haul off, Southern style. Go way back and slap the out of me, okay? Because this is not my club. I am here to serve. And as the officers of this club, this is not your club. This is your club to serve. So you can sit down now. So for the officers, the inspired shared vision is, we are here to serve you. When we look at our role, the whole purpose of our entire role is to say, how can I do this role in a way to serve you as a member, to serve you as a candidate, to serve you as a guest? What can I do to serve you? That's the glasses through which we as officers should be looking at our roles. How can we do that? So as president, I ask myself, okay, what are the things I need to do? And they have this long book that Toastmasters International sends out. These are all your roles, and this is what you're supposed to do as president. This is what you're supposed to do as vice president of education. This is what you're supposed to do as treasurer. But in that, it should be, how can I do this in a way that serves the people that I'm here to be with, my fellow members of San Francisco Toastmasters? Now, what's interesting about that is, okay, so that's the inspired shared vision for the executive committee. But what about for the members? Well, for the members, there's also an inspired shared vision. And that's where engaged self-mastery comes up. So what I want everyone to do is I want you to take your agenda. This is a play along, so everyone do it. Just flip your agenda over, and I just want you to take 10, 15 seconds. I want you to write down what is the single most important goal for you, say, over the next 3 to 4 months when it comes to either being a member of Toastmasters or even thinking about becoming a member of Toastmasters. So it could be something simple like, I want to become a member of a Toastmasters club. It might be, I want to reduce all of my filler words. It might be, I want to become a more dynamic speaker. Think of one goal that you think is the most important for your communication/leadership skills that you want to achieve over the next 4 to 5 months. Okay, So everyone have that goal. I want you to take a look at that goal. How you achieve that goal, this is what self-mastery is about. It's about you finding the people, the places, the processes, the books, everything that you can to help you achieve that goal. Earlier you heard someone talk about, practice makes perfect. You have to practice things to get better at it. But there's actually something called directed practice. And what directed practice is anybody here play tennis? Raise your hand if you play tennis. Okay. Do you go out and practice tennis? Yes. Not really. If you want to be great at it, what do you have to go out and do? You have to first practice your serve. Then you practice your backhand. Then you practice your forehand. Then you practice your net game. Then you practice your serve and volley. You have to practice each of these things individually. Bring them together, and that's how you become great at tennis. Well, speaking is no different. Become a member of an organization is no different. You don't come and say, I'm joining Toastmasters to become a better communicator and leader. That may be a long-term goal, but you have to have something specific that you want to do. How you achieve that, that is the self-mastery portion of it. Now, what is one key element of how you achieve that? I'll give you a hint. It's the first word in the title of tonight's thing. What type of self-mastery? It's engaged self-mastery. That means if you're a member, you got to come to the meetings. Now, we'll gladly take your money if you don't come to the meetings. Hey, that's more money for us to do stuff. I got no problem if you do that. But if you care about self-mastery, be engaged enough to come to the meeting. If you're a guest, be engaged enough to say, hey, I want to come back to a meeting. Oh, you know what? You have a lot of guests and I can't come. That's okay. I'm going to go find another club to visit because there's 80 in the city. Okay? That's what being engaged is. Engaged is saying, I'm going to take the time to do what I need to do to achieve whatever goal you wrote down on this sheet. And that's how you have engaged self-mastery. You pick that one smart goal that you have. You figure out what you're going to do to achieve that goal, but then you actually take the steps. And the great thing about being here in Toastmasters and taking those steps is that we encourage you to take those steps. You can be a new speaker. You can say, you know what, after I finish my competent communicator, what do I do? Well, I don't know. You can do professional speaking, storytelling, interpersonal communication, persuasive skills, entertaining speaking, facilitating, technical presentations, communicating on video, interpretive reading, and interpersonal, speaking to inform, high-performance leadership, speech for management, communication. You see, there's all these ways, all these goals that you can achieve right here in Toastmasters. You pick one, and you walk the path. You engage yourself in all of these. When you first join, you get your CC, your Competent Communicator, and your Competent Leader Manual. And why do you go through those? It's not just to stamp your passport. It's because you are learning a specific skill that will help you move along that path of achieving whatever goal you have there before you. So my challenge for you is no matter what you wrote down on that goal, to make sure over the next week you ask yourself and you do something to try to achieve that goal over the next 4 to 5 months.